Alright, so today I'm gonna show you this new Adobe product, which is the Adobe Podcast, where you can turn your crappy audio files into something amazing like this. So also, Adobe Podcast was also known as the Project Shasta, and well, it can really make your audio sounds really good. Alright, so this Project Shasta or this Adobe podcast can actually make your audio sounds like they are being recorded from a studio. Well, it is basically a web app wherein you can actually use any kind of microphones from a studio level mics up until to some entry level microphones like your phone, or you can use a lavalier microphones and make it sound as good as a studio mic. Right, so what you are actually hearing right now is the audio from my phone, this one. Well, as you can hear right now, this is the raw audio, and we are gonna switch. And now, this is the enhanced version using the Adobe Podcast or the Project Shasta. As you can hear, it is really a huge difference. It can turn your mic, your crappy mic, from something that is like a recording level studio microphone. Alright, so now you can hear the audio quality from this 500 peso Shopee lavalier microphone. And now you're gonna enhance it using the Adobe Podcast, or also known as the Project Shasta. And now you can definitely hear a huge difference. To be fair, this microphone is actually usable. I bought this 2 years ago. But the only factor that I need to deal with this microphone is I have to fix it in the post processing for quite some time. So we can use this very presentable. Because if you didn't fix this in post, well, it won't sound very nice or very pleasing. So yeah, basically you can use this lavalier mics already for your podcast when you're gonna use the Adobe Podcast or the Project Shasta. Well, this is very cheap, $10 only. So yeah, splurge, bro. Alright, so now we have switched to our big guns, which is this condenser mic. We are now done with the phone mic, with the lavalier mic, and now we have switched into this condenser mic. And you can hear, you know, a huge difference, of course. But this time, we're gonna test a recording quality microphone, and we're gonna enhance it using the Adobe Podcast, and we're gonna hear the difference. So now we're gonna switch to the Adobe Podcast version. Alright, so based from my observation, I really don't like how it sounds like when I'm using Adobe Podcast, when I'm using this mic. It generates an AI voice. It sounds like an AI. And it clearly changes the pitch of my voice. Well, to be fair, it's actually usable because, you cannot hear my fans anymore, my laptop's fan. You cannot hear them anymore when you're using the Adobe Podcast. And it actually handles the plosives as well. That actually handles it really good. But let me know what are your thoughts about using a Adobe Podcast when I'm using a recording level microphone. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, and I'm gonna see you again next time with other
maybe tutorials or reviews. So yeah,